One of the world's biggest questions is if there are still megalodons out there in the ocean. Now, a lot of people think that there are not, and a lot of people think that there are. Personally, I actually do think there's a small remote possibility we still have megalodons out there. I don't really want to dive too far into it in this video. I might make another video about it in the future, but this video I wanted to actually talk about sightings of the megalodon and the fact that one of the most harmless sharks in the world is the culprit behind almost all of these. If you guys are not already familiar, this is the basking shark. And what makes the basking shark so much different from other sharks, including the whale shark, is how it actually, its habitat, its environment. Basking sharks will go into extremely shallow waters. They'll go very shallow. They'll also be spotted in much different atmosphere than what we find whale sharks in. Whale sharks are often thought to be coastal sharks for some part of the years, and then travel, and they're in different parts of the year for the rest. That's what most sharks do. Basking sharks, they're all over the place. And if you guys would notice about the basking shark, yes, it's a filter feeder like the whale shark, has a large mouth, has one of the largest gill sets of any other shark in the world, can also grow to be respectable about 40 feet long. So it's a little bit larger. It's a bit larger than a great white shark, and smaller than what the largest whale shark is recorded. Now, the thing is, when people see a basking shark like this, obviously you're going to go, this is not a megalodon. The issue is when people see it like this, and they only see it for a brief second, or they only see its fins. If you think about it, when you look at something like a whale shark and look at its fins, obviously on the surface this is pretty obviously not a predatory shark. You can tell its back breaks out of the water, has a small dorsal fin, small second dorsal fin, very noticeable caudal fin, very noticeable coloring pattern. If you look at a great white shark, you have a very noticeable dorsal fin and very noticeable top of a caudal fin. Look at a basking shark next to a white shark. They are incredibly similar. And when you have a basking shark that is almost 40, 50 feet long, you start to get a lot of questions asked. Obviously, the spacing between the dorsal fin and the caudal fin are going to be much different. And it looks like a predatory shark. It isn't. People don't stop and go, oh my god, that's a basking shark. And like we've already established, these sharks are found in really weird places, and they're found right across the surface. In fact, one of the most famous megalodon encounters out there ever was a video of a Coast Guard rescue mission. The Coast Guard helicopter is hovering, they're lowering a guy down, and you see what looks to be about a 40, 50 foot long shark swim underneath it and disappear. Now, a couple things. One, could very easily just be computer-generated imaging. I mean, this came out, I want to say the video came out in the very early 2000s, but it looks actually real. I mean, it very easily could be a basking shark. I think what is out there, what the truth is a lot of people who look at these videos and they take videos, they're videoing basking sharks. And then they're spreading rumors that this is a megalodon, or they genuinely think it is a megalodon. I mean, if you were out kayaking in a spot where there's not normally sharks, and then you have a shark that is quite obviously 40, 50 feet long, I could very easily see why people would be like, it's a megalodon, or it's a really large white shark. But people gotta remember that basking sharks, they're literally the most harmless shark in the world. I'd even say they're more harmless than a whale shark. Obviously, this is not a megalodon shark. It's just kind of funny to me that, the biggest encounters of the megalodon are just basking sharks. And that is crazy to think about. Now, once again, as far as we're all concerned, there's never been any recorded footage of the megalodon. Very easily could be extinct. It very, very likely is. There are people, and yes, that is including me, that think there is a possibility megalodon is still down there. I mean, we've only explored 7% of the ocean. There's 93% that is still left unexplored. So, who knows? There very easily could be a 60-foot large shark down there. But for the most part, most of the videos and photos taken that are out of context, or people just kind of looking and they just see something along the surface, it is the basking shark. And the basking shark is not the megalodon. Anyways, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. If you guys are not already a part of the Discord, please consider joining the Discord. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Leave your comments on what you guys want to see in the future, and I will catch you guys in a later video.